Welcome to the Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
Oh, this kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Maxwell House announced, this is like a, what you call like a publicity thing they're doing?
Sure.
They're going to change their name from Maxwell House to Maxwell Apartment.
I saw that.
It hurts my heart.
Why?
It's not going to work. It's just,
No,
it's
not.
like
Yeah.
they're thinking, oh, this will get a big buzz going. It's going to explode.
They
It's
really
not.
thought sales were going
Yeah.
to shoot through the roof when they made it
Oh,
an
no
apartment.
way. You're
Yeah.
calling yourself Maxwell Apartment?
Let me go get some.
Yeah.
No, guys. Oh,
Yeah.
it is heartbreaking,
Yeah.
isn't it?
You feel like it's a brand that's kind of scrapping.
Sure.
And this is,
Now what?
yeah, it's just a very Maxwell House kind of thing that they would do. Oh, I love this about Jesus. The way he talked to people, they were amazed. They were freaked out at the time because these are like normal people, right? And they're noticing he speaks with authority and he says stuff that we can understand and it matters. We're used to a bunch of people, a bunch of guys splitting theological hairs and getting in all these detailed arguments that are beyond what we even care about. Mm-hmm. And here comes Jesus talking in plain terms and talking with authority. They loved it. Says here, and I don't think you'd be surprised by this, says here that dancing makes everybody feel better. Mm-hmm. Just dance around the house.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching or whatever. It does put you in a little better mood. Mm-hmm. I would say my dancing is such that when I dance publicly, it doesn't just make me feel better. It makes everybody around feel better.
People seem to be laughing with joy.
Yes.
I have noticed that whenever you dance.
I think they feel better about themselves and where they rank
Because
in
it's certainly
humanity.
It's certainly an immersive experience.
Yeah. They feel better like, oh, I'm a pretty good person.
Yeah, all the way through.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I do think it makes them feel worse about humanity in general.
Well, it brings up questions.
Yes,
How about that?
our
Yes.
nature, who we are.
It's contemplative as well.
But comparatively, they feel really good about themselves individually. Check it out. We have breaking animal news.
do we?
And we knew it would happen. We just didn't know it was going to be 32 chunk that would
What?
do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Alaska has a national park. They have a brown bear known as 32 chunk who has won the Fat Bear Week championship for the very first time. He's always been in the mix.
32 chunk.
32 chunk is his name.
Yeah.
He's always been in the mix, but he actually broke his jaw in a fight with another bear.
Really?
So they didn't think this year would be his year where he'd wind up the fattest bear.
But 32 chunk really showed them.
At
Is
the
this
last,
not some
it was a
level-
rally.
Yeah.
He put on a bunch of fat, like right in the last few weeks.
Well, his jaw was able to work again.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's what the reports say.
He pulled it out. It was actually really remarkable just to get that much fat on that fast, right at the buzzer, basically.
No, I get it,
Take
Mr.
home.
Chunk.
Yeah, he did it. Hey, this is good news. If you are younger than 60, you haven't peaked yet mentally. It says here that 60 years old. I guess it's kind of bad news if you're older than 60. but
Sorry, guys.
Since we're on the other side, it was like, cool.
Yay.
We have not peaked yet.
All right.
Let's see. Cognitive function, actually, prime time is about 60.
Prime time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so they say there's some stuff, and this tracks with what my wife and I were just talking about my own cognitive function. We agree that
All right.
we
You've
we
done your
agree
own
that
study.
my brain is on fire.
Sure.
In certain ways, there's other ways it's not on fire.
Right.
It's like,
Well, how is that peaking?
well, I never
Was it never on fire and now all of a sudden part of it
certain
is on
areas,
fire?
but certain
Okay.
like there's some maturity, like synthesizing ideas
Yeah,
and being able
yeah.
to like you can really do well.
Okay.
But if it's like recalling where you put your keys.
That's still not on fire.
Right. But my contention is my brain has never been on fire when it comes to knowing where my keys are.
Okay.
Ever.
All right.
Ever.
Good point.
Okay, I think this will sound like an old man take. It's not. There's guys I know in their 20s, they're friends of mine who would agree with me on this.
Okay.
Right, but I was reading a sports article today, and it was talking about a 21-year-old.
Uh-huh.
And all the comments were about, well, the kid, he's a kid. Like, he's a 20-year-old man. And I don't want to be too, like, have a hot take about it, but I just, like, you're not a kid.
Good point.
You're 21 years old. You're in most cultures through time.
Oh, you would have been well on your way.
You, sir, are a man, and we expect you to be. I just was thinking about that. All the different comments from people. It's like, well, he's a kid. Like, I and a lot of younger guys and older guys would like to say, no, actually, you're a man. We're actually gonna expect more from you because we think you want to expect more from deep down than that too. You're actually a man now. Are we using social media less these days as North America? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Slightly.
Okay.
Very, very slightly.
Okay.
According to some new data. I thought that was interesting.
Okay.
It reminded me of something I read. Somebody said one of the benefits of social media usage, has been, in the end, it will demonstrate to us that we did actually have time to pray. We actually did have time. Hey, this is Brant. I feel like I'm doing you a favor here because I'm totally doing you a favor. If you want, you can take advantage of this. Right now, you can grow your savings really fast. America's Christian Credit Union is offering the best 12-month certificate rate in the nation. You're not going to beat this. It's 4.75%, but it's a limited time thing, and you can get started with as little as $1,000. But it's called a term share certificate, which is like a CD, but it's actually better. It comes with a mission. Your money gets used for things like Christian schools and missions work and funding adoptions because that's what America's Christian Credit Union does. Some awesome stuff. We've been really happy banking with them, so I think you will be too. It's a great rate. It's just for new members, 4.75%, but you want to lock this in before it drops. So here's how to jump on this. AmericasChristianCU.com/Brant. America's Christian Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Again, it's AmericasChristianCU.com/BRANT.
For the podcast, I just wanted to say that I wrote a blog about the Bible's take on takes. And I took a lot of stuff from the show, actually, about Proverbs, about how we, your words, and that the rest, one of the pieces of rest I believe that God gives us, that Jesus gives us, is he is not requiring me to have a take.
Absolutely.
I don't have to. I don't, everybody else maybe, you didn't say, I'm noticing you didn't, but he does not require me to have a take on every single issue that happens. He doesn't. And when I can absorb that and thank him for that, then I can be at peace. I don't have to do it. And I listed a bunch of scriptures about words and about being slow to it and not, you know what I mean, in the moment coming up with here's my take. And I'm sure you believe you have all the information. We all believe we have all the information, but it's okay not to say something. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a part of rest. It's difficult because you see other people's quote unquote takes, and you have perhaps a different one and you feel like yours needs to be said, but it's good to know it's not a biblical requirement.
It is an available avenue. Mm-hmm. People want to tell you for a million different reasons why it's not. Mm-hmm. But for some people, I appreciate them weighing in on stuff, right? I mean, but that doesn't mean everybody has to.
That's right.
Your role doesn't have to be pundit. They'll tell you it is. They'll do this. Yes. Everybody has to be an activist. That's right. This is a thing that has seeped into our culture.
That is right.
If you're not an activist, you have failed. Mm-hmm. You're the enemy.
Yeah.
You have to be, and this is across the political spectrum.
It is.
You have to. Everybody has to be an activist. Like, how about if I'm just a good teacher? Mm-hmm. How about if I just do my job really well and I'm a good dad, or I'm a good neighbor, or like I focus on this. And for other people who are involved in Republican democracy, meaning like our form of government. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not everybody though.
Right. And you don't have to feel the pressure. That's number one. And then the other thing I asked somebody was like, okay, when Jesus was asked about who we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to be doing, what I'm going to ask is loving my neighbor not enough? Because they were asking me why I didn't have a take on something. And I was like, is that Is that not enough?
That's I love that it's a question that you're responding to.
Yes.
Like no, you're responding with.
Yes. Is that not enough? Do you think Jesus, he forgot to add some more? Because he told me to love the Lord my God.
I got criticized for not saying X and Y. Mm-hmm. I was like, but do you remember me saying X and Y 5 years ago?
Yeah. Right.
I didn't, did I?
Right.
When the shoe was flipped on this other side.
Yeah.
Did you hear me saying it 10 years ago? Oh, I didn't.
Right.
So I'm just doing my thing, man.
Yes.
And if you want to do your thing, do your thing. But there's this onus of my thing has to be your thing.
That's right.
And that's a heavy thing to yoke yourself to. Heavy.
Yes, it is.
To yoke yourself to.
And he said his yoke
isn't as heavy as that. Like you don't have to bear all of it. And that's part of partnering with God, who can work through his people in different ways. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is the list, like you're saying, will not end.
Yeah.
Like you can go off about your injustice right now. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it could be totally spot on. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I can come up behind you. What about this other thing?
Sure.
Why don't you ever even mention it? You don't even care about this.
Right.
Like what in the world? So it's a never ending thing. That's great to get back to Thessalonians, Philippians, all that stuff.
Yeah.
In the end,
it really
work with your hands.
Work with your hands, and it really is about and I've been big on this too. I'm having a group of young people over to my house Thursday, actually, and I told them, bring your own dinner, or you'll starve at my house. I'm not going to cook.
Good word. Yes. Good word.
Right. He's had some. He does.
She might suspect you're going to make something.
And you're not, but I'm not. But I'm really thinking about, like Thessalonians, Philippians. These are people living together, doing life together every day. And that's a big component of it. And so I'm like, well, how do I continue to put myself in spaces where I can do that and where I can be an encouragement to other people in that space?
Yes.
Because the Bible says, as the times grow evil, we've talked about that before, our hearts will get harder. And so that means we need to be together even more. And that way, I don't have to take a take on everything because we were together on Thursday, right? So you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it has a lot less weight.
That's exactly right. When you're in real space,
yes,
with real people,
yes,
right.
That's not necessary. And if it is, we can talk about it. If we're committed to staying together, we can talk about it. We can hash it out. We can disagree. We can move on. Whatever the case may be. But it's the togetherness in the space together that makes it real. So I don't know. I just wanted to say, I know that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to feel like I got to have some. And then maybe sometimes it's not pressure. Maybe you're just like, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about that. And I would just simply say to you that you don't necessarily have to. It doesn't have to consume. We just did a social media break. It doesn't have to consume the rest of your day. Because that's the thing I think about. Do I have takes? Of course I do, right? But I think, okay, I'm going to put this out there. This is what I always think. And then, for instance, I just put something out there about loving and I forget what it was, but it was Jesus saying how to love. Or it was in 1 John about loving people the way God loved us. And I made some kind of comment. And it's just that. It's just that, Brant. That's just what 1 John said. He loved us, we love him.
Right.
And someone in the comments, part of loving is when you
need to
with
get up and
these
do my
people.
thing.
And I was like, what? And then I was going to respond, and I said, no, we're going to just hide that comment and then just let you live with that.
Love covers a multitude of sins.
It does.
I'll cover it by hiding it to help you.
Yes. And, Facebook has benevolently made it so that when you go back to it, you still see your comment.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know that it's hidden from everybody else because I'm not. But my point is, when you start getting into those takes, right, then now it's my day consumed because you say something, I say something, you say, I'm watching. It's just a lot. You don't have to.
And it has the additional toxic effect of, imagine you've got kids in your house and you're caught up in that discussion.
Yes.
How about having energy for your family?
Yes.
And it distracts people from the people who are precious and immediate, and instead your brain is caught up in activism about the demands of somebody who you don't even know. And they're placing this pressure on you to not be faithful with what you've got.
In front of you.
Right. So that you're divided, you're not able to focus. You're like, that's just, it's insidious and it's evil.
That's right.
The thing that, and I'll be specific about this, because, and I hate being specific sometimes because it throws people into a different space. But
you put our glasses on, our
right, like as soon as you say certain words. After the Charlie Kirk assassination,
you know what? That's it.
You said something. I got to take on it. When the thing was, if your pastor didn't say the words Charlie Kirk, you need to leave your church. That made its way around Twitter.
Yeah.
In some spheres. I'm like, if your pastor doesn't talk about how to love your enemies,
right?
Yeah. Or if your community doesn't focus on that, now we got a problem.
Yes.
And it doesn't diminish the horrible, unmitigated evil that was. Awful. There's no buts about it.
Right.
As evil and awful and telling as that was. The idea that there's a lot of presumptions about how church works there.
Yes.
There's a lot of presumptions about you need to be talking about this thing now, I say, versus do we talk about the stuff Jesus talked about yet? Have we done that? Like, how are we going to? Well, I would say the fact that we don't talk about that means people are really immature on social media saying stuff like, if you're a pastor, because you haven't grown up yet in the other ways.
Right.
So you can focus on the news of the day. But we're not news of the day people by virtue of who we are. We're not news of the day people. We're good news, enduring good news people, the kind of people that you would be like, why are they so hopeful?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's almost like they expect stuff like this, and they still love us. Not sure how to think about robots right now. I'm confused. I really am.
Why? What's confusing you?
Okay, so there's one that DoorDash has launched Dot, a new autonomous delivery robot that can travel at speeds of 20 miles per hour. So it's a delivery robot.
Okay. 20 miles an hour?
DoorDash, right. Yeah. So I'm of a certain age that we watch movies about robots. And that's not what it wasn't, they're supposed to be roaming around, combing with lasers.
Of course.
Their eyes are lasers and they're looking for enemies and stuff.
They're not bringing us burgers.
Not bringing us chicken chalupa. Nobody saw that coming.
The Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.